Welcome to Cassidy Zombie, and thanks for having me. So first we're going to start off in a couple different phases, but we'll start with the weapons, because weapons are most important in a zombie apocalypse. In this instance, this is the prime weapon of Cassidy Zombie, the SKS, in this case a Yugoslavian model. It will hold up to 10 bullets inside of its magazine. Empties out like that. Safety is rather easily used, and fires rather nicely. This particular one is scoped to make it easy to shoot. As I was saying before on Twitter, hollow point, you can see the little dot on the top, this is what's going to make the mess when it goes in. I am a hunter. I've seen what happens when this goes inside of a body. It's not pretty, but it does stop it. What you cannot do is line the zombies up and shoot them one by one. You could try that with the Full Metal Jacket version, which you cannot use for hunting because it goes through things. But what is also going to happen is it's going to wobble, you lose momentum, things like that. It's not a very effective tactic. But this thing will shoot at least 60 yards. I zombie shot a deer at 60 yards and it worked. So, hand-to-hand weapons. Middle Eastern broadsword. This one case is a single-edged one. There's a little bit of an edge back here. It is in fact sharp. I found that out cleaning it, and I'm never using that shirt again. But it is very heavy, and in a zombie apocalypse, if you're carrying around an 8 to 9 pound rifle, you do not want to be burdened down. So, the hunting knife, which will also work very good in addition to killing zombies for skinning and eating animals. Opens up very easily, very sharp, titanium edged, and closes up just as easily. If you're looking for weapons and not necessarily for being able to have survival with a deer, a screwdriver. In this case, this is just as deadly to a zombie as anything else, and with the use of Roger Ma's book, The Zombie Survival or Zombie Combat Manual, which is just as useful as the Zombie Survival Guide, he teaches you how to use all sorts of common household items as weapons. Must take, because you need books when you're on a zombie apocalypse. Of course, my genres. I write in a multiple of genres, nothing published yet, but some stuff on my blog, like a piece of horror comedy or supernatural comedy dealing with a leprechaun. It was a little bit of a bit for a special deal with our writers group. I write horror comedy. I also write horror and supernatural, specifically urban fantasy and some horror supernatural dealing with Native American mythology, because I live in Wisconsin. What you'll find on my blog, a lot of stuff about writing, a lot of stuff about local community stuff, cupcakes, occasionally some politics. I do live in Wisconsin, so in case you haven't been paying attention, lots of stuff. Occasionally stuff about beer, like on how to pour a black and tan, or a black and blue. And you'll notice it's a little bit lower now, because, did I mention my wife's a perfectionist, and I gotta keep moving stuff into frame. It's kinda awesome. But yeah, so those are my genres, and check out my blog and you'll be able to find out more about me, and hopefully you'll be seeing announcements, because I've sold in the past year, which is what the newest one is going towards, which is a piece of horror comedy that I'll hopefully be able to announce soon. So that's what I got going on. Goodbye, and